Welcome back, guys. So Nigeria's Super Eagles have now fallen 8 places in the global FIFA ranking from the 30th position to the 38th currently. And this new ranking was actually published this morning by FIFA. And in the African scene, we are now the 5th position, which is like 2 steps backward, because we used to be in the 3rd. But right now, Morocco are still retaining their 1st position, Senegal 2nd position, Egypt have now climbed to 3rd, and then Ivory Coast, the defending champions of AFCON, are now in the 4th position, and then Nigeria comes 5th. And again, you know that the reason for this drop in the global FIFA ranking and in the African scene as well is because of the recent games that we didn't get the results, especially the game against South Africa and then against Benin Republic. That was why we didn't really perform well on the FIFA global ranking. There's no question about that one. Once you start to perform and you start winning matches, start picking points, then definitely you're going to climb up the FIFA ranking. That's just how it works. And for Nigeria's Super Eagles, we can't say that we expect them to climb because they've not really done well in the last couple of games. But again, to be able to do well, we still have to fix our Nigerian Super Eagles helm. And right now, you know that we've not there's no coach currently now because Finidi obviously tendered his resignation, which was accepted on Wednesday, by NFF. And then the search right now has started again for the appointment of a new head coach, for Nigerian Super Eagles. And in the last video, I talked about a number of people that NFF are actually looking forward to employing, Bryce being one of the latest to be included in that list, and Antonio Consencao being a long-term candidate for that one. Of course, we're still waiting for NFF for that one. And if you recall, in one of the last videos, I mentioned that one of NFF's officials stated that the federation wants to hurry up to employ a new coach before the end of this month, and then possibly announce them as the coach and then hand over the team to them. But before that one happens, there is still a pending issue which has seemingly died down, the issue of Victor Osimhen and coach Finidi. But again, there were lots of talks about punishments being given to Osimhen. In fact, a lot of Nigerians actually thought or supported the idea that Osimhen should be banned or maybe even fined or punished for coming out like that at coach Finidi. And on Wednesday, a rumor actually circulated all over the media that NFF had taken action against Victor Osimhen and told him that if he doesn't come out, or if he didn't come out to apologize publicly, then he would be expelled from the national team and every activity concerning the national team. But yesterday, the General Secretary of the NFF, the person of Dr. Mohamed Sanusi, expressed his shock in such a news, while also confirming that no such thing ever happened within the NFF, that they have not decided on a ban or whatsoever to give Osimhen, that the federation has not decided on any punishment whatsoever to give Victor Osimhen, that they are still collectively trying to see how to resolve the issue internally. They've not said anything about banning or expelling Osimhen, that people should disbelieve all of these stories out there, that they are all fake news. And you mentioned that they themselves, they are not interested in bringing more chaos to the situation. They only want to try as much as possible to sort the issue, because this is a very crucial time for Nigerian Super Eagles. We can't be in a very difficult situation where we need all our best players to be present, because we've not really won games. We need to win the remaining 6 games in the qualifiers. And then from September, we also need to start winning games for the AFCON qualifiers. And we need all our best legs. So, moving on, guys, let me let you know that legendary Nigerian Super Eagles attacking midfielder Esin, known as the Nigerian Maradona during his play days, he was easily one of the most talented attacking midfielder that Nigeria ever had in history. But it's now talked about the situation regarding Nigerian Super Eagles and the fact that we don't score a lot of goals, which is actually the reason why we find ourselves where we are today, not winning games, because we have lack of goals. A team has now expressed his disappointment that Nigeria is too reliant on one-man attacking option. That's Victor Osimhen. He says that we rely too much on Victor Osimhen, that if he doesn't get the goals, then we are not winning matches. If he doesn't get involved in the goal, then we are not getting goals. This is what Esin has now criticized. He talks about the fact that Nigerian Spiders needs to start creating a new philosophy that actually allows more 2, 3, 4, 5 players to flourish, in the attacking areas, to have some sort of link-up plays and connect really well amongst themselves, and also score goals like different players, not like we are every time depending on one player to score the goal. He compared this, to back in the days during their time that they had, multiple sources of goals. Like a lot of people score goals during their time, which was, one of the reasons why their 90s was arguably the best squad that Nigerian Super Eagles ever had in the history, of football in Nigeria. So he talks about the fact that the new coach that's going to come in should try and create a philosophy that allows other players to flourish, allows them to be able to score goals, to be able to create a lot of chances and also convert those chances. He feels that the issue that Nigerian Super Eagles is having is because of this whole over-reliance or over-dependence on Victor Osimhen for the goals. And to prove his point, we actually saw how in our last 2 games without Victor Osimhen, we didn't even know what to play. We couldn't find our foot, because of the fact that he is or has always been the person that we depend on for goals. And moving on, let me end with the transfer updates regarding Victor Osimhen. Of course, we know that he's someone that has been getting lots of attractions from a lot of clubs across Europe, specifically in the EPL with Arsenal, Chelsea, and the likes, wanting his signature. But right now, one man, a very popular Italian agent by the name Andrea D'Amico, has now stated that Victor Osimhen might be getting a pause to his transfer move because of the Euro that's currently being played right now. He talks about the fact that lots of clubs have more or less paused their interest in different players that they want to sign, because they want to see the Euros. They want to see breakout stars in the Euro to see if it's possible for them to maybe move in to get them. Because if a major tournament like this is being played, then lots of clubs will be sending their scouts to see who performs well, to know whether they are going to maybe decide against signing who they wanted to sign and then go for the new person that they are actually seeing their raw talents in the said competition. So that said that Osimhen's transfer is likely going to come after the end of the Euro. That's when the clubs will now rejuvenate their interest in these players. And he also said that the likely destination of Osimhen is going to be in England, that's the EPL, because he wants to go to the EPL. Of course, we've seen lots of interest from the likes of Saudi Arabia club, who wanted to break that transfer fee that Napoli set. But Osimhen doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, and if he doesn't want to go there, then Napoli has no right to sell him, because the player's interest also is important. But for Victor Osimhen, he wants to come to the EPL, maybe Arsenal or Chelsea. But the issue right now is that Arsenal doesn't have up to that 130 million euros to pay for Osimhen. The report is that they actually are tabling at the maximum 75 million euro for Victor Osimhen. And they are the only club that are very serious right now. Chelsea have reportedly backed out of the race. But we'll definitely see in the coming days how this unravels. But Osimhen has made up his mind that he wants to leave Napoli this season, and his preferred destination is playing in the EPL. That's the update for now. Thanks for watching this one. Don't forget to like and share the video. React to any of the stories that you like. Take care of yourself. Have a lovely day today. More updates coming up later in the day, so stick around for more videos.